Todd, you expected a major push from them tonight. It seemed like it didn't come until the start of the second period. Something they did, or how did you hold them off that long, and what were the final two periods like from your end?
Well, I would agree with that. I thought the first period was probably our best period, and I thought they took it to another level and in the second, and they started winning battles. And we spent too much time in our own zone, and we didn't have much of a forecheck. Put a lot of pressure on our defense and on our goaltender.
What was limiting your offensive opportunities there?
Our offensive opportunities, when we had opportunities to dump it, weren't great dumps. Didn't have the speed that we needed to get in on the forecheck. They executed coming out of their own zone, and at times we were sloppy with the puck, which led to turnovers and spending more time in our own zone. But it was battles. The coach challenged them, and they responded. And now we got to do the same thing on Monday.
One of the stats that people are going to look at in this game is the 51 shots that the Penguins had. Do you feel that stat maybe is a little bit misleading? It seemed like your D was doing a pretty good job most of the game, pushing the Penguins to the outside.
To me, it felt like 51 shots. I think at times we did that, but they were going to the net hard, and they were obviously, it was something that they talked about to make it hard on Bobrovsky, and there were some bumps here and there. It was how they wanted to play the game. Pucks to the net, go to the net. And again, we spent too much time in our own zone. You spend that much time in your own zone, you're going to give up opportunities and lots of shots.
Can you speak to Bobrovsky's performance, just how he played to keep you in this game as long as he did?
Yeah, he was great. He was great, and even their first goal, he makes a great save, and he just loses track of the puck, so he ends up, I think, turning his body, which opened up the hole because he thought it was behind him. But he was great. It's one of those performances when you come into an opposing rink. That's that game that your goaltender can steal for you, and we just weren't able to do enough in the offensive zone.
They had 87 and 71 together more tonight than I think at any point in the series. How does that change the dynamic for you, and might you shuffle things to match that if they do it in Game 6?
We'll see. It'll be something that we'll talk about. But he was, when I say he, Dan was, I think, I could be wrong, but it looked like to me on the bench like he was trying to keep him away from Dubinsky. If I had him out on the ice, he was following that lineup right afterwards. So, we go home, I have the last change, so it's something that I can possibly control a little bit better. But it does, it makes for something different when you have 87 and 71 on the same line. But, the Neil line and Jokinen, they were pretty good too.
What do you expect now from your club on Monday?
I expect nothing other than what they've done all year, is to respond, and coming off of a game where you're obviously disappointed by the result, ready to respond to it. So it's something that these guys have done.
Did you respond the right way to them being as physical as they were with Bobrovsky? Would you like to see more response from your guys in that respect, in terms of maybe confrontations after whistles to send messages?
Well, I don't know about confrontations. I think we needed to be harder in front of our net, and we didn't do enough. We didn't spend enough time in their zone to create the same type of scrums around their net.